All right, a key question that you need to ask yourself throughout the trading day, especially if you want to trade with the trend, are we laddering up or are we laddering down? So if I had to draw laddering up, right? We've all seen this, right? And if we're laddering down, we got these moves, right? Are we laddering up or are we laddering down? Because the goal, in all honesty, is to have a hold level that when price goes up, we can get in. And again, we can get in again, we can get in again, and ride this train up. Same thing on a short. Do we have a hold level here? So when price pulls back, it bounces us down. Same thing here. Price goes down, it comes back, it hits a hold level, we can get in again. So we want to know, are we in chop, which you can still make money off chop? Are we laddering up or laddering down? These reveals to us what strategies we need to be using. If we're doing this chop stuff, well, I'm going to have a break level there. I'm going to have a break level here, and I'm going to be trading break levels and the greediest holds back and forth in this range. You can make a lot of money on chop days doing that. On these kind of days, you might be trading on the 3-minute, the 1-minute, or the 30-second. I've even traded on the 15-second time frames to find those small little hold levels that would get me into this long right there, or get me into, you know, that short right there as price came up. No problem. I don't mind any of these days. These are the days you can make easy money because you enter the trade and all you do is manage it with protection layers. You get into this trade, you manage it with protection levels. This will wear you out because you're having to do so much thinking. But those are money days. So are we laddering up or are we laddering down? Let me delete all those. So how does that look on a chart? Well, what you're going to do is you're going to draw your break levels. So right here would be, let's see, I'm on a 30-minute. Let's go down to like a 5-minute. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize I was on a 30-minute. So let's zoom this up. That way we get more candles. Easy. All right. So here to here. All right. So at this moment in time, we have our upper and we have our lower. It's hitting this and it breaks a break level headed south. All right. So you will see on my chart, I will have a green arrow. All of this, we're obviously laddering up. You can see the wave here. You can see this, right? You can see that. We are obviously laddering up. Then we hit a, whoops. Then we hit a point over here. It drops down and we start going sideways. All right, it broke that ladder. I mean, it broke that break. Yep, it broke that break. And then I have another one. It broke that break. Then we have another one. And it broke that break, which happens to line up very well with these break levels back here. So at some point here, this thing goes from, okay, we're laddering up to now we're chopping. We're chopping. Very rarely will you go from straight up to straight down. There will be usually some kind of base, which is the chopping. When do we get out of it? When we take out a break level to one side or the other. So when I'm sitting here in this trade, I'm going to zoom this out. and I'm wanting to just trade with the trend, I don't have a trend. I don't have a trade right now. And sometimes I'm asked, George, what are you looking for? Well, I'll be honest. Here's what I'd be looking for. So here's the top of this. This even better defines this range. And let's pretend we were right here in price, smack dab in the middle. George, what's your trade? Well, at this point, I would have moved this to here. At this point, what I'm looking for, I want price to break out of here, come back to here, and then go this way. Okay, now this is one of the single best trades you can take. And I'm going to talk about this here in a second. Or I want to see price come down here, come back to here to continue this. I'm looking for either of those two scenarios. Because here's what happens. Let's talk about the one that goes north. So if this thing takes out this break level, well, this now becomes a backside. I'm waiting for it to come to the backside, and I can get into that trade. Or if price comes down, which it did, takes it out, and then I look and say, okay, where's my backside? And for here, it's right here. It changed. It was here, but now I have a backside level right there. Let's widen this. Price went down, came right back to it. There's my short, and I'm in that trade. So that's what I was looking for here at this exact moment. So this break was taken out. As soon as it's taken out and it flushes down, I am looking for what's my backside. And it's right there. 2 candle separation, I'm in that short. And that's the play I'm looking for. So, and so what I'm really wanting to do is, am I laddering up? Am I laddering down? Am I chopping? So let's talk about my arrow for a second here. As soon as this price takes out a single break level, I go from saying we're laddering up to we're balanced. When it takes out the second break level, I now say we're laddering down. And that's what we do. And then when it finally takes out a break level to the upside, we're balanced. Until it takes out the second break level to the upside, and then I say we're laddering up. I hope that makes sense. So, okay, here's where it changed for me. So, it laddered down. Then, what is it going to do? It's going to base out. It's going to enter chop. And you're going to have multiple levels here. Boy, it's still taking out levels to the south. So we're still laddering down. I would probably have my arrow here at this time. And then we start going up and we take out this break level. We take out that break level. So at that time, I would swing it to here. Then price goes up and we take out this break level. Now, I say, okay, we're laddering up. I'm looking for a long off a backside. Unfortunately, price did not get back close enough for that long, but oh well, I just missed it. So then it takes out this break level to the south. So now I go from, all right, we're laddering up to we're in chop. Comes down, comes back up. This now becomes a backside. Didn't get there. Goes down again. Goes down again. It takes out a break level. So that's the second break level. I say we're now laddering down. And then it gave this beautiful short right here. And you just did phenomenal. I'm sure there was some news release right here because those are really, really big candles at an hour before opening. But you get the idea. So are we laddering up? Are we laddering down? Are we taking out break levels? We go from laddering up to balanced to laddering down. To balanced, back to laddering up. That's the cycle of how I like to do it, so I know which trades I need to be looking for.